Hello XP family, I'm Kevin, or as some of you know me, XRPhy. I'm 32 years old, I'm from the Netherlands, I live in Kerkrade. My day job is I'm a senior advisor at a big telecom company. On a department I help with the coaching, making sure it all operates well, do incidents, procedures, work with stakeholders, etc. I live with my wife, with two rabbits, Frup and Bikkel. I have six parakeets and two fishes. In my spare time I do a lot of volunteer work. I work with the Salvation Army, and I work with a local foundation that helps vulnerable people in the neighborhood with food, but also just have a place to just have nothing to do and rest. So yeah, that's what I did. A lot of small projects too, just when something's needed and they wanted to do something, like with the whole flu thing that's going around now. We help with a lot of old people doing groceries, or just keeping them company, or little things. It's something I really like doing. Yeah, so I lived on the streets myself about 12 years ago, and I got out of it, overcame a drug problem that I had, came out of the debt by working hard, and made something from myself. Yeah, and if I want to make sure that I keep giving that message, that what I did, that everyone can do that. So that's why I stuck with the Salvation Army and doing things in the neighborhood, and also to remind myself where I come from and never forget that, and the work it cost me to get where I am right now. At this point, I am at home. So I went sick in April because of a burnout, a lot of stress, panic attacks, just everything. I did too much, really too much, because I always thought like, well, it's just a matter of discipline, and if you get things straight and you just work hard, then everything will be all right. But yeah, it turns out you have to do some emotional work too on the way, and I completely forgot that piece. So that's where I am now. But I'm really grateful to have had this opportunity to get myself back together, get to know myself a lot better. Yeah, and also in this time helping a lot of other people with the whole flu thing going around. And also, yeah, I found this space. So I'm quite new here in the XRP scene and in the crypto, Twitter, all that stuff, and was never thought about even joining anything like that. But I was doing some research in in philosophy, in contemporary philosophy, in 20th century philosophy and science, and found out about the whole Fourth Industrial Revolution and the way it's been pushed by the funding of science. And yeah, then I found a small company in the midst of that whole Fourth Industrial Revolution thing with the banks, and that was Ripple, yeah, especially RippleNet. And I started researching that and found people like the Bearable Bull and King Solomon. I think that the AI of YouTube thought that those were the most relevant guys to look at, because they were also doing a lot of researching in that space. But I'm very grateful for it, because I found a good side, because in the beginning I had quite kind of a dark vision about it all and what's happening now in the world, but I also see opportunities, and I also try to help people, make it accessible to people, and it's not that hard, but you just have to look through all the scammers. One other thing you have to know about me: I'm in a metal band. I'm a metal singer. It's one of my greatest passions. I really love it. It's music is my world. So yeah, that's all. That if everything goes to shit, as long as I can make music, it's all right. So it's a bit about me. Okay, Well, I found the space in September. Yeah, so I'm not that long here. When I started investing, it was about 19 to 20 cents in euros. So I found it right on time. It was, yeah, I'm grateful now that I bought most of my crypto and especially XRP at that point. It's been emotional too. I'm glad that a lot of the guys on YouTube and on Twitter really say that this is the thing they've been saving up for the last few, they've been accumulating for the last few years for, and just keep your emotions in check. So I'm really glad that the whole community is here and they kind of keep the emotions down and keep me with my feet on the ground. So thank you all. I started my website XRPhy.com a while ago. It was not too far after I started investing. First, I wanted to use YouTube to document my own research and how I got through my research and stuff. Found out I'm not that talented when it comes to making YouTube videos, especially in English. So I stopped doing that. And I started collecting news and tried a few things and just found a way to make sure that the news is automatically published, but only the news that is shared by people within the XRP community. So that's how Scoop originated on my website, Scoop Other News. And I try to give everyone the credit who shares, and you can always see the original tweet and you can like it if you're logged on to Twitter, or you can share it immediately on your timeline, and every article says who shared it. So I try to keep it as close to the people who shared it as possible and give the people credit who need it or who deserve it. I started my website for two reasons. Reason one is to try to get my concentration back, because I've been through a rough patch and I do want to learn as fast as possible to get productive again, because I'm a guy who wants to do things, want to be creative, I want to help people, I want to do something with my energy, and so the fact that I had burnout and I couldn't do anything, and it was really a rough time, and it took me a very long time to accept the situation I'm in. So but now I'm here and I got a lot of great help, and afterwards I'm very grateful that I had to go through this, and I hope that enough people who are now working themselves to shit. Can I say shit? Yeah, I can say shit. Who work themselves to shit get the opportunity to get a burnout, so they can get to know themselves very well and know their own boundaries and really get to know themselves. Yeah. I want to do some thanks. I wrote it down because I forgot some people in my Dutch version. It's been quite a while between my Dutch version and my English version. Sorry, Scott, my bad. I've not been that great in my communication, especially in getting the right info sorted out. But that's part of the sickness, let's say. So I want to thank Ripple-Rich, D-Rich, Shytown, and GAA288. They've been helping in the last few weeks with searching for the right way to make the information and the news articles accessible to people who have like a language barrier, and make sure that starters have they know where to find reliable sources. So we're working on that right now, not only XRPhy.com, but we're working together with Ripple-Rich and its website too. And hopefully people within the community will eventually just do things like this on their own, and just like you use YouTube to make a transcript from their voice and just throw it in Google Translate and have like 3 different languages with subtitles, something like that. It can be done in a few minutes, and I hope more people would do that. So if you're listening, take that opportunity. There's a big demand for that, but there's a lot of people ask for it, and there's not enough people who give it. So that's that. I want to thank Scott for, Scott really, he's inspiring to cooperate and to bring people together, and really he has an iron vision to get things done, and I can respect that. Also for this opportunity to show myself and to introduce myself to all of you who've been watching all the Moment in Times, and it's been great getting to know everybody. I want to thank Dusty BC and Brad Kimes for their neutral and sober way of presenting their opinion and the things they found, keeping my feet on the ground, and I hope a lot of others. I want to thank Matt from the Moon Lambo channel. He's like the good mood in the morning. He always gets my mood elevated when I watch his videos. Digital asset investor, the Bearable Bull, and King Solomon I want to thank, because they were the first ones I found on YouTube in my research. I think like I said, the Google AI, the YouTube AI thought they were most relevant in my research, so they published them first. So thank you for keeping the world not only focused on the possible gains, but also on what's really happening in the world. And you have to be alert to what's really happening and not just what's profitable. I just wanted to say that I hope that people work together more and learn to work more like one entity, and everybody shares their talents, and people don't have to do it alone. And if everyone is themselves and everybody helps each other with their own talents, and things could be accelerated times 100. So I want to give that message, and the message I want to give everybody, also with my volunteering work, is that if you really want something, make sure you go for it. And just make sure that your strategy is right for the goals you have. If you just want to have the goal, you have to go for it. If you want to meet people, you want to grow with people, then you should use that tactic, and just make sure that you grow and help each other in the process. So thank you all. Have a very great day. Bye bye.